How do you protect a kilt from moth attack?
Um,
I think everybody's probably got their own secret weapons for this, their own preferred tricks, but
mothballs will work, but they stink to high hell.
yeah.
Cedar lined chests or drawers in your dresser and that kind of thing, those could work. There's a question about how well cedar works to dissuade moths.
Really? So it's not a lock? I thought it was like, oh, cedar, you gotta have cedar.
Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know if it's an old wives' tale or if there's how much truth to it there is, or
Okay.
at least I'd say this. With the cedar, I've heard recently someone complaining that they had the cedar bags or cedar blocks with all their kilts.
And they still got attacked?
They still got attacked by moths.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
but you have to reactivate those. Like you have, like
you have to
That's,
sand it.
that's
yeah,
what I was
lightly.
going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much cedar and how strong of an odor it is, I should say.
Yeah.
So those will work. Putting it in a zippered garment bag. If you don't have cedar or mothballs available and you live somewhere where there's a lot of moths out in the country somewhere, that could be a good idea. You can always fold your kilts instead of hanging them. You can fold them and put them in a drawer or in a trunk, like a cedar chest. I don't know. Do you have any particular? We don't really have a moth problem, so
I've gotten moths occasionally, but interestingly enough, when I've had moths in my closet, they've not gone after my kilts. They've gone after my sweaters.
lucky.
I've lost it. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's luck or if it's just that they prefer the more open weave, softer wools of my sweaters as opposed to the hard, more treated tartan wool.
Chemicals, yeah.
Yeah, I've never, knock wood, I've never had a kilt attacked by moths, but I have had moths go after sweaters in the same closet. I use cedar. I have some various cedar products I've gotten over the years just to try this or try that. I think the rougher it is, the better. It definitely needs to be reactivated, and I'm honestly at this point, the next time I do it, I'm probably going to go to the hardware store and buy cedar siding shingles because they're really strong. They're
Surface area,
exactly
good surface area,
large
yeah.
surface area, very rough, and that increases the amount of fumigation.
Odoriferousness.
Yeah, the esters. So I think that's the trick: is you can't just buy something at like a Walmart, a bunch of little cubes of cedar and think it's going to last for years. You definitely have to sand it or touch it up or replace it for it to work. How effective it is compared to other techniques in the, scientifically speaking, I don't know. I know it's a traditional technique and it's worked okay for me, as far as I can tell.
The only thing I would say as well is, Mac and Eric, correct me if I'm wrong in this. The part of what the moths are attracted to is the oils as they eat. So I would say, if you're going to have your kilt dry cleaned, don't dry clean it right before you wear it. Dry clean, like if you wear it and you sweat a lot and you have a lot of oils, like you went to 2 weddings in a month, and you have, you were dancing like a crazy nut, and your kilt is in need of a dry cleaning. Don't wait until the next time you're going to be wearing your kilt to dry clean it. Dry clean it and then put it away to kind of strip your body oils out of the kilt before putting it away versus waiting till you're about ready to wear
Interesting.
it.
I would think it would be the lanolins in the wool itself that they're attracted to, as opposed to human oils. But
Probably both.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or that could explain why they go after a sweater, like some of my lamb's wool sweaters before they go, or a scarf before they go after my kilt. But
Yeah.
Mac, you had a thought?
I say usually what I've seen as far as the recent attacks that I've had at our old apartment, which I had to throw way too much stuff away.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of it was things where they seemed to attack was where things had spilled or things had other things had where not necessarily where I was in direct contact with, but it was other outside things. So from my understanding, cedar alone is not a complete deterrent. You need a combination of several things.
Okay.
Like I've gone all out and done cedar, lavender, plastic bins. Like we've gone all in on that stuff.
Lavender, yeah.
Full war was declared. So
Bug zapper in the closet.
exactly.
And you just basically a combination has worked for you.
That's
but
what
nothing's
it's.
perfect?
I'm holding steady now, but now we're moving. So
Okay.
we'll see what the new place brings.
Good luck. I will say this: if you are concerned about something or you think it's been attacked by moths, one thing you can do, one thing that my wife does with roving or other wool projects, if the moths seem to be at it or there's a risk of them coming after it, put it in the freezer. That's a classic technique. Just freeze the freaking thing, and that will kill any eggs
for 24 hours.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's good and frozen.
Yep. Yeah, crisp those eggs. But
you can also burn it entirely
and buy a new
that
kilt.
will destroy the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'll also, like cover up any evidence of the holes.
True.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's good.